Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Hare.
Gurubhyo Namah. Om Gurubhyo Namah. Om Sarvagurubhyo Namah. नीलातुङ्गस्तनगिरितटे रुब्धमुद्बोध्य कृष्णम् पारार्त्यं स्वं सुदिसरसरसिद्धमध्यापयन्ति सोचिष्ठायां स्रजनिगलितं या बलात्कृत्य भुङ्क्ते गोदादस्यै नम इदमिदं भूय एवास्तु भूयः அன்னவயல் புதுவை ஆண்டாள் அரங்கற்கு பண்ணு திருப்பாவை பல்பதியும் இன் இசையால் பாடி கொடுத்தால் நட்பாமாலை பூமாலை சூடி கொடுத்தாலை சொல்லு சூடி கொடுத்த சுடற்கொடியே தோல்பாவை பாடி அருள வல்ல பல்வளையாய் நாடினி வெண்கடவர்க்கென்ன விதியென்ன இம்மாற்றம் நாம் கடவா வண்ணமே நல்கு. யாமிமாம் புஷ்பிதாம் வாச்சம் பிரவதந்தி அபிபஸ்சிதः வேதவாதரதாः பார்த்த நானியத் அஸ்தீதி வாதினः காமாத் மானஸ் ஸ்வர்கபரா ஜன்ம கர்ம பலப்பிரதாம் கிரியா விசேஷ பகுலாம் போகைஸ்வர்ய கதிம் பிரதி. These slokas are from Bhagavad Gita, 2nd chapter, where it says that those people, vivasayatmaka buddhihi, those who have the mind which is spread, distracted in many things, many branches, they won't be able to focus on the life, purpose of the life. What they do is they get attracted to the flowery languages of the Vedas. The Vedas are divided into two parts, primarily, the top part and the bottom part, Purva Bhaga and Uttara Bhaga. And the men who are less intelligent, they get attracted to the Purva Bhaga, which speaks about a particular austerity, a particular yaga, homa, yajna. If you do certain things, you will get some things. If I do Putrakamasti yajna, I get good son. If I do Jyothishtoma yajna, I will go to heaven. If I do Sena yaga, I can get rid of my enemies. There are different processes and procedures and yaga and yajnas which has been given in the first part of the Vedas, where people mostly get attracted to those aspects and perform certain pujas, certain fasting, certain different charity for that matter. So if I do this charity on this particular day, it is told that I will get double the charity that I give, or 100 times the charity that I give. Therefore, I have to donate this money on this particular day at this particular time to this particular person or the temple. This is all there and it is authenticated. There's nothing wrong. But the problem is, if we get too much into that one, we will get stuck into that one, and we are always trying to make ourselves better in this world. But we'll come to a point, Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. That is, as we keep trying to find happiness through the Vedas. By the way, it is much better to be depending on the Vedas and God than depending on outside people, outside world, and ourselves. It is good, but then it's not ultimately the best. Therefore, those who have taken up coming into the path of spirituality, they should understand that Krishna is trying to say that Vedas are the one very important, but the first part of Vedas, we get stuck with the first part of Vedas and expecting good birth, good education, opulence, good family, good children, all those things. That is nice. You can get it, but then you have to move on with your life to the next stage. What is the next stage? Dharma, Artha, Kama. I do Dharma based on the Vedas that's been based on the instruction prescribed in the Vedas, Karma Kanda part. And then when I do the Dharma, the gods are pleased with my action. When they are pleased with my action, they give some Artha. Artha means the wealth, in whatever the form it may be. Wealth, not necessarily wealth for some people who are rich already, they don't need money. They need fame, they need name, they need prestige. So that is also called as wealth. So I do a particular dharma so I can become famous. I do a particular dharma so I can become wealthy, rich man. So I do a particular thing, so etc. etc. Therefore, I do a dharma based on the Vedas, Karma Kanda, what has been mentioned in the Vedas. By my action, the gods are pleased. When they are pleased, they give me the wealth, whatever the wealth that I'm aspiring for. When the wealth is come, what I do is then I enjoy the wealth. Kama means not necessarily literal meaning. Literally, the meaning of kama means desire. My desire get fulfilled, and the desire could be any desire. Karma not restricted to a one particular of understanding that generally people have. It's a wide variety range where karma means any desire that we have. A desire of wanting to eat a lot, desire of wanting to go and go around the world for several times, go to different places, sightseeing. This is also karma. This is also desire. And therefore, I do a dharma, I get the artha with the artha, I start enjoying these things. I keep doing this several times. Every time I realize that for a new program that I want to achieve, then I have to refer to the pages of Vedas, the Purva Bhaga, and then find out what puja I have to do, how to be done, procedures, and then find the right person to do the procedure for me, the Brahmana priest to do that for me. And then I get the result and enjoy. Every time I keep doing this thing, but I'm still finding that I'm not happy with my life, because what gave me happiness when I was 10 years is what gave me happiness when I was 5 years with the toys, it is not the same when I become 13 years. I don't want to play with Barbie dolls. I don't want to play with all this Spider-Man things like. My direction changed from that toy to a real toys. Real toy means human. I get attracted to a different gender, and then those things happen. And after that, after when I become 30 or 25, 30, then the attraction changes to wanting to find a permanent job, and then attraction changes to children, attraction changes to stability of the life. And then we are at that point when we are in 40s and 50s, we are not anymore interested in what we were interested before. It's not the same. Even if you want to enjoy the same thing what you enjoyed before, the mood and mentality is not going to be the same how it was before. You may be doing things for the sake of doing, but it's not the same enjoyment when it was before. What literal example, a boy and girl get married. When they get married, they're so much in attraction to each other. They eat together, they sleep together, they walk together, they hold their hands together and walk on the street. They don't care about who's watching them, who's talking about them. They're newly married couple. They hold the hand and they keep going. And then we don't see the same couple after 20 years holding the hand going on the streets and beaches and sitting and looking at each other's face and eye to eye contact. They don't do dates just life. It becomes part of their life. So therefore, the interest keeps changing. Everything keeps changing. When I come to a point that I understand that I need to find some other ways where I can be really happy in my life. And that happiness should be a happiness for should be a happiness, everlasting happiness. It shouldn't be a temporary happiness only at certain time, certain period, certain age, certain object. It shouldn't be like that. I should be having happiness forever. What to do, how to do, because the Vedas only gives was Kriya Vishesha Bahulam, Boha Aishwaryam. Boham means to enjoy, Aishwaryam is to wealth. All these different things are given, whether in this world or in the higher planet. Even if we go to the heavenly planet, that is also temporary. We're only going to stay for, of course, it is going to be longer duration compared to the duration of this world. It's longer duration, but ultimately it's going to come to an end. It comes to it. So this person is thinking, what am I going to do? What should do? What I'm going to do? So he's thinking, but he doesn't have a faith also. But this is one level we have to go before we get into the faithful. We are assuming people are having faith in the Vedas. But what in case if people doesn't have faith in the Vedas? Sometimes people don't have faith in the Vedas because they think that it talks about only all these material things. Therefore, some people have an idea, I don't believe in Vedas. Well, if you don't believe in Vedas, that's fine. Why Vedas have to give all these options of do this puja, get children, do this puja to get a good husband or wife, do this puja to get a wealth. Like, why it has to give all this thing when it knows the ultimate goal of the life is to attain Brahman, attain Bhagavan, attain Krishna? Then why the Vedas, which must be the ultimate guidance for all of us, why it is including all this different karma kanda, all this material, why it has to include all this thing? Why Krishna being a god, he should just remove those sections and only given the section which is needed for the people to have self-realization, God realization, and attain moksha. That's all it has to be given, right? But we all know everyone is different. Every people is different. Even within the family, even though we have one family, husband, wife, children, parents, brother, sister, whoever. Now we don't find everyone together anyway. So it is only husband, wife, and children. It becomes so micro family. There's no many extended family anymore, right? So even within this family, husband, wife, and then children, there are so much of interest, so much of liking and disliking. It just varies. And that's how the world is. And it's very good. It's not that everyone has to be the same way, like a robo. No, I like this, you also like this. The entire world likes only idli sambar. There's no variety. It has to be a variety. So there should be a variety. It's very nice to have the flavors to the relationships also. Otherwise, everyone will think the same, eat the same. It's just life becomes boring otherwise. So it's good. Therefore, for everyone to become a devotee, for everyone to understand the ultimate goal of life, surrender to God, attain moksha, may not be the interest. Some people be interested in something else. Some people may be interested in something else. Some people may be interested in moksha. Some people may be interested in material life. There are many things, right? So accommodate everyone. To accommodate everyone, the Vedas have given these different options, different options. Why? By you first you develop your faith in the Vedas. As you develop the faith in the Vedas, when you follow these things, you see a result. How do we develop the faith in the Vedas? Vedas is telling you, do this Putrakamasti yagya to get a son. And I perfectly follow that one. When I follow that one, then I get a son. Then my faith increases. My faith increases. And then I think that, oh my God, first of all, I think that I don't have a good wife. I need a nice wife. So I do someone says, hey, I know you don't believe in God, but why don't you go to this close by this person, the Brahmana, he does nice pujas, and then he can do some puja for you, and then you can get married. You can have a good wife. And then I really don't want to go because all this Vedas and all is just bogus. It's not real. But then I am helpless. I tried all options. I put my bio data in the hundreds of matrimonial sites and all those things, and then I couldn't find any matches. Then finally, I had no option. Anyway, it's just $100. What does it doesn't make a big difference. So I just if it works, it works. What's wrong in that one? So I go to the close by Brahmana and give him the $100 and tell him, can you just buy and do some puja for me, and then so that I can get a good spouse. And then he does. So to my surprise, I get a phone call. Hey, I saw your biodata in this particular site, and we're interested to come and talk to you. And then marriage happens. Marriage happened. 1 year passed, 2 years passed, 3 years passed, 4 years passed, 10 years over. The married couple, the Grahastha Lakshanam is to have children. Right? If by God's will, if someone doesn't have a children, that is fine. But if someone doesn't want to have children, not to take the responsibility, that is against the dharma. So therefore, it's important, and we need to understand that it is not sinful. It is a great dharma to have children, and it's a great dharma to bring up the family in Krishna consciousness. So it should not be thinking that, oh, I'm lesser than those people who doesn't have children, lesser than those people who are sannyasi, I have children, family. It's not like that. The whole system of varnashrama system, the whole varnashrama system is designed in such a way, you may fit into any of these buckets. But the program is to elevate from that bucket slowly into Krishna consciousness. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where we are. It's not that this is greater and that is greater. As long as we are in Krishna consciousness, doesn't matter which ashram you fall into. And which varna also you fall into. Shudra, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Brahmana, Shudra, or any of these things doesn't really matter. So here the point is that, so I didn't go, since I got married because of this priest who did this nice puja. Now again, I go to the priest, hey, you know what? We've been married for this many years. I don't have a children. Is there any puja in your Vedas that you can recommend to me that I can follow and do? And then said, oh yeah, Veda says if you do a Putrakamasti yagya, you will get a nice son and then you can be happy. Oh, really? Can you just do it? How much it costs? It may cost extra, $100. No problem. You just take this $200 and do this puja for me. He does the puja. For a surprise, wife conceived and he got a nice son. The life was going very nicely and he started a business and the business is flourishing like anything. But the problem is whenever you become flourishing, when you flourish in your business, always there's a competitor. There's another business. The next door, the same business and another guy started. And that was also, it became so competitive, that business also going up. And this man was thinking, my God, I was doing well until this guy started his business. Now it's become so difficult. All my customers are going to him. We got to put an end to this whole thing. We got to do something for this guy. What to do? Then, let me go to this Brahmana who did a puja for me to get a good family, good children. Maybe he will have some solution for me to do something. So he goes to that Brahmana priest. He said, hey, you know what? Everything was nice, but then I have this guy who started the same business I'm doing. But all my customers, 50% of my customers gone to him. Is there anything that he can do to completely destroy his business, completely get this guy out of this thing? And the Brahmana thinks, oh, no problem. There's a yaga called Sena Yagam. But my request is, please don't take this one and don't try to find some priest to stop this business and that's not we are interested into. Let's hold on to what the message of this introduction is and we'll understand why these things are there. Okay. Now, he said Sena Yaga. Sena Yaga, if you perform, then you will be, the enemy will go away from you. Oh, please do. How much it cost? Oh, that's $1,000. No problem, man. I'm getting hundreds of millions of dollars every year. So $1,000, you just go ahead and do it. And it does. For a surprise, within 1 year, the business of the other guy is gone, totally destroyed. And this person was doing very well. And family was going very nicely. Everything was going nicely. And that boy who we got by doing the Putrakamasti yagya, he grew up, he became a big man now, and he came to his father, and then he took over the business, and he said that, Father, you don't know how to run the business. You don't know, you should have made like this. Like he started telling all this thing to his father and started advising the father. And then, if the father was feeling bad, all I did to entire my life is to make this business and make my son nice and make my son a big man. And now he's telling me I didn't do a good job of bringing him up. I should have made him a doctor instead of a lawyer or instead of an engineer, instead of a teacher. He's giving me advices now. Then he said, and then wife is also a little busy with her son and daughter and daughter-in-law. Everyone is so busy. Life has become so busy. This man, he worked for the family, now become alone by himself. No one to talk, no one to go, no one to sit and hear his problem. No one was there. He was by himself, just weeping inside his heart, thinking, I thought all this thing that I did will bring me happiness. I'm not finding happiness here. What should I do? But what should I do? He was in his 60s, in his 70s and 80s. Now he's thinking that, what am I supposed to do? Get some extended happiness? Let me go to my friend. So he goes to the same priest. He said, see, you know what? The happiness that I'm getting here seemed to be very short-lived, spanned. So is there anything that I can find a long-term happiness? That Brahmana said, no problem, my friend. There is something called Jyotishtoma Yagya. What is this Jyotishtoma Yagya? What is it? Well, if you do this Jyotishtoma Yagya, it's very expensive, by the way. It's going to cost you a lot. But if you do this one, you will go to a place called Swargaloka, Indrapatna. Indrapatna, Swargaloka, where is it? I never heard about that. Well, where you're living is called Bhuloka. There's one thing above Bhorloka, and above that is called Swargaloka. Swargaloka. Oh, I see. Bhor Swarga. I see. Who's living there? I never heard from this NASA and going to Swargaloka and whatever the plan. Yeah, they cannot reach there by this satellites and rockets and all this airspace ships. They can't do it. No one can easily go there. If you have to go there, you have to do Jyotishtoma Yagya. If you can do that, then okay, can you please do it? That's very expensive, my friend. That's very, how much? $10,000. Hey, come on, 10,000 is nothing for me. It's like, I just take it and go and do it. And then that person does Jyotishtoma Yagya. And after this person leaves the body, of course, anyone wants to go Swarga, they cannot go in the same body. There are exceptions who was trying to, in Ramayana, we can see, there are some exceptions who are trying to go to the Swarga Loka, but they were not allowed. But there are some few exceptions. Arjuna, Yayati, they all went with the same body. But here, over here, this person, after he left his body, he went to Swargaloka. Just for the sake of understanding this whole thing, now he remember as if he understand what he was enjoying his life so much so, no problem. Just everything was only joy there. Everything was joyful. You cannot even explain how much joy he was enjoying with all the dances, songs, and whatever the special food and drinks that he gets. And it was just nice. One fine day, after several days, one fine day, he was just walking over there in the garden, and then he could see some of the apsaras, some of this all these beautiful apsaras. They were gathered with one man, and the man was over there, and they were holding the feet of the man upside down. They were holding to the feet of the man, Urvasi, Menaka, all those beautiful girls over there. They were holding the man's feet upside down, ulta, upside down. And then they were ready. And they said, hey, ready? Yeah, ready. 3, 2, 1. Tuck. They released their hand. And the man just fell from the heaven down. And this man, our friend, who was surprised, he went to them and asked, what is it? What you guys are doing? Well, we have to put him down to go to the Bhuloka. Why you did that one? Well, his karma was finished. Whatever punya karma he did, whatever puja that he did, all the credits are over now. So he has to go take birth again in the Bhuloka and do again whatever he needs to do to come back here. This man thought, he got shocked. He really got shocked. He said, what? That means this place is not where I can live forever? They laughed at him. No, no, no. You cannot live forever here. As long as your credit points are there, you can stay here. After it's over, you will go. Then he was very curious. Do you know how long? What is my credit point? Well, you have 1 more week to go. What? Just 1 more week? Yes. After 1 week, he was thrown upside down. And that is why the children in the natural birth, if you see that when the mother gives birth to a child, the head comes first in the natural way. Don't challenge me. What in case feet comes and what in case C-section happens? Please don't challenge me. All these things. It's a natural way. The head comes first. So that means what? The baby is put down upside down. It enters the womb of the mother by the father, and when it comes out, the head comes out first. When the baby comes out, again he starts his life fresh. Though this man, our friend who took birth again after 1 week, he was thrown out. He came down again, and then he immediately rushed and ran to our friend, the priest. I can take this just as a story to understand the essence of it. Don't ask me how the baby who's just born upside down can go run to the baby. That's don't challenge me with all these things with the questions. So now our friend, he just ran to the priest and said, hey, come on, you told that I'll be happy over there in the heaven, but then they threw me out. I'm here, back here. Of course, I stayed there for long, but I was expecting to be there for a long period. And then the Brahmana said that, my friend, no one can stay in the heaven for long. Even if you go to Brahma Bhuvana Loka, Punaravartana Arjuna, even if you go to the Brahma Loka, which is the topest planet in the universe, you have to, what? There's something called Brahma Loka? Yeah. Is that much better than the Swarga? Of course. But then you go there, you have to come back again into this world. Really? Yeah, you got to come back here. So there's no other place where I can go and stay for eternity. There's no other place. It's always have to go take birth again, birth, death, disease, old age, birth, death, disease, old age. Do I have to go through this all the time? And the man smiled and said, not necessary. It's not necessary. There is one place where you can go, never have to return back again. And this man said, what? There's a place where I don't have to come back? Yes, don't need to come back. Then please tell me, how much will that cost? How much will that cost for me to go to that place where I don't need to return? By the way, what is the name of the place? That place is called Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha. Okay. What is Vaikuntha? Vaikuntha means where it's a place where you don't have any more distress, any more suffering, no birth, no old age, no hunger, no thirst. All your desires will be fulfilled. That is a place you can be eternally happy. Please now tell me, how much will it cost? I'm ready to write off the entire properties, all my wealth to you, because these wealth that I accumulated for life after life after life is simply not giving me happiness, only increasing my sadness. Only even more I earn money, more the problem is. That I understood. More I earn money, more enemies I've collected. That's I've understood. More I collected money, more karmas I've collected. That's I understood. Therefore, I'm writing off all my check, all my property to you to do this particular puja for me, where I can go back to Vaikuntha. Please now tell me, what should I do? And the man said, it doesn't cost anything for that one. What? Why? You're not happy with my writing? Do you want more than what I'm going to give you? Please tell me. Please, please, please. I want to go to Vaikuntha. Please tell me. Well, none of the money that you give me can take you to Vaikuntha. He was totally lost. What is that going to take me to Vaikuntha? Anya Abhilashita Sunyam. Jnana Karmadi Anavritam. It is only through the bhakti, Ananya Bhakti. By bhakti, you can go to Vaikuntha. Now this man is hearing bhakti. What is bhakti? I don't know what is bhakti. Bhakti means devotional service. What is this devotional service? What is this bhakti? I've never heard this. I've been coming to you all this time. You never told me about this particular thing, which does not cost me anything. Now you never told me this before. Well, you're not ready to hear all these days. You are very much so much interested in only on the material gains. You're not interested to hear to me what I have to tell you. Now you've gone through your life in a hardship, in a hard way. Now you have come to me. That means you have become a right patram, right vessel to receive the message of Vedas, which is the second part of the Vedas, Upanishad, Vedantam. The first part is what you are focusing all this time. Now you come to the stage. Dharma, Artha, Kama doesn't give me anything. Now I'm going to leave these things. All this thing, sarva dharmana parityajya mam ekam saranam brajaham tum sarva papyebhya mokshaishyami ma suchega. Like Krishna said, I'm going to give up everything. Now I'm going to look for that one which is going to give me eternal happiness. And that point, you're ready to come to hear Upanishad. That is called moksha. The moksha is given by Vedas. Moksha is given by Vedanta, which is the essence of the Veda. But Krishna is telling, for one to come to that stage, he has to go through all this thing. It's not easy for one to make a devotee. You come, tell them, understand, please understand, come become a devotee, chant every day and make life as a serious. This person said, well, I have this one to do, that one to do, and fine. Go through all. If you want to go through the big, you want to go through the touch, you want to go through the longer process, well, you can go and come back to longer process. So come back here. Or if you are intelligent enough, come immediately take up the essence of the Veda, which is Upanishads, Vedanta, which is going to tell us moksha. Now, how to attain moksha, what to do, what all the things to do. Like this man approached the priest, and the priest is telling, now you first understand that you already have an experience that you've died and you've taken birth. You have died and taken birth in this world. Also, when you go to the heaven, you again taken birth. What did you understand from this one? And the man is thinking, what did I understand? I don't know what I understood. That means you are taking birth often. You are taking birth. You are not the birth itself. That means you are not the body, you are the spirit soul. This man, oh really? I'm not this body? Well, if you're the body, you should have gone to heaven with your body, right? He said, yes, you're right. You did not go with the body. That means you're different from the body. Very nice. You have to. And what about you? Well, I am also the same. The priest is telling, I am also the same. What about my brother, my sister, everyone is same. Everyone is not the body. They are all the spirit soul. Really? Yeah. And how come so many spirit soul there in the world? Who's managing all this? There should be something there should be some set program for all this thing to go in the sequence of taking birth and dying, all those things. That why they are taking birth and why are dying, and on what basis I get the body. Well, you get the body based on the karma. Karma, what is karma? Well, if you do the good thing, you get good result. If you do the bad thing, you get the bad result. Oh, really? That's how I gained all these good things in my life? Yes. But who is going to keep track of all the karmas? Is there a program? Is there a system? Is there a computer or something where everything stores and it's not computer, it's not any programs. It's all in the heart of the Lord. Lord. Ishvara, Paramatma, Brahman, absolute truth. He is the one who remembers everyone's karma. He pays back to them according to their deeds, and he takes care of everything. Oh, God. So he is the one who controls everything. Yeah, he's the one who controls everything. By the way, you remember I told you have to go to a place. If you go to a place where you don't need to come back, that is this place. Oh, really? Yeah, that is called Vaikuntha. He is Vaikuntha Pati. He is a lord of Vaikuntha. And okay, so that means what? You need to get visa stamped. You need to get visa stamped by that immigration officer called Krishna, that Lord. So if he grants you, you go there and you don't need to come back. Okay, what is a qualification to get the visa now? What should I do? That is where you have to do bhakti. That is where you have to do whatever has been. Okay, now can you please teach me what to do, how to do? What will happen after I do this one? Then that doesn't start telling that you have to get up in the morning, attend Tiruppavai, attend Bhagavad Gita, attend Mangala Arti, go to temple, do some services, learn Bhagavad Gita, and then start chanting and detach yourself as much as possible. Don't do things think that you are the doer, you are the proprietor, you are the enjoyer of those things. Try to do these things and then cultivate bhakti towards the Lord with gratitude, with full of gratitude for what He has given to you and without any expectation. And by doing this one, the Lord will be pleased and He'll give you moksha. You can go there. Then this man asked, what will I get over there if I go there? What will I get if I go there? And then the priest said that you will get the qualities of Krishna. Whatever qualities that Krishna has, you will also get the same qualities, and you can utilize the same qualities in the service of Krishna. In the service of Krishna. And the pasaram that we are going to see today is of that girl who has the qualities of Krishna. Even within this world, what we spoke all this while is after we leave this body and go to Vaikuntha, that is when we are going to get those qualities. But then this particular girl got those qualities within this world when she was there. So to make a connection from what we have seen so far and to this point is Narayana is a refuge. He is the one who can give us the shelter. To whom the second pasaram we saw, to him we have to follow certain things as long as we are in this world, do's and don'ts. And for those people who are helped us in our Krishna consciousness to become in the path of Krishna consciousness, guiding us, mentoring us, counseling us, so forth, acharyas and gurus and seniors, we have to show our gratitude. Number 3. Number 4, when we become a devotee, even all the devatas are waiting at our door to serve us. But then the problem that we may have is, can I be successful in this lifetime? Can I, because this seems to be a bigger project, is it even possible for me to do? And that is answered in the 5th pasaram, where Andal is telling Krishna, we can do anything that you want. Then they got ready. The next day morning, they got to the first gopi, who was a newcomer. They woke her up. They went to the next day, the next door, the second gopi, where she knows everything, but she refused to be part of it. But then she came out and became the part of the program. And the third gopi was quite advanced compared to the other two, and she also joined later. And the fourth one, compared to the Nitya Suris, she was completely dependent on Krishna. She also joined. The fourth gopi joined. And the fifth gopi is one who is deeper in sleeping, deeper in Krishna conscious, completely having Krishna anubhava. She was in such a state that Krishna was under her control. She also joined the program. And today's gopi is very special. Everyone is special in Krishna's consciousness, but this another gopi was very special. Why? Because she was also equal to Krishna's qualities. He was equal to Krishna's qualities. So in Ramayana, when Hanuman saw Mother Sita, he came all the way to Lanka and he was trying to go find Sita. He jumped from one place to another place, one palace to another place. He even thought Mandodari to be Mother Sita. He was trying all this place. Finally, he came to a garden, Ashokavan. He stood there on the tree and sitting there on the tree and thinking, what is it? I can't find Sita. At that time, he spotted Sita. And when he saw Sita, he was just thinking about Lord Ramachandra, and then Valmiki says, Tulya Shila Vayovrittam, Tulya Abhijna Lakshanam, Tulya Shila Vayovrittam, Tulya Abhyana Lakshanam, Rahava Arhati Vaidehim, Tamcha Ivam Astita Ikshana. He said, oh my God, this Sita, in her beauty, in her character, in everything, in her appearance, in the way that she's talking, in the ways that she's behaving, everything is identical to Krishna, identical to Rama. Rama's qualities are exactly there in Sita. Sita's qualities are exactly there in Rama. But one thing is missing is this: Vaidehi has a beautiful eyes. Compared to Rama's eyes, Vaidehi's eyes are much, much more beautiful because it's more merciful than Rama's eyes. You have to surrender to Rama to help you. But without even surrendering, Sita will save us. That is the difference between the beauty of eyes of Sita and eyes of Ramachandra. Eyes of Ramachandra is compared to Sita's eyes is one step lower. Why? Rama will only accept someone who surrenders unto him. Vibhishana surrendered, he accepted. But Mother Sita's mercy goes beyond Rama. Even if you don't surrender, she will take care of those people. Like how Hanuman at the end said, Mother Sita, give me a permission. I'm going to kill all these Rakshasis. Before I leave this place and go back to Rama, I want to squeeze, I want to take a big form, put all these hundreds of Rakshasis in my hand, squeeze them like a sauce, make them into a sauce, chutney, make them to a chutney. Please give me permission. And Sita said, don't do that one. You can't do that one. They are just instrument. They've been employed by Ravana and they're doing their job. When tomorrow Vibhishana employs them and they're going to do a better job, do a job for me, serving me. Therefore, they are not the cause of all the problems that I'm suffering. To not do that one. Look at the point here that Mother Sita, that Rakshasis did not even surrender. But then she gave shelter to the Rakshasas. She gave shelter to the Rakshas. Therefore, what the point here is, see, when Hanuman saw Sita, he was thinking that Sita is equal to Rama's qualities. Rama's qualities. You must have some question. How is that possible? Before that question, when this gopi is also equal to Sita, in a sense, she also has the qualities of Krishna. Now, this is what the question comes in our mind. If we say that someone is equal to Krishna, Mataha Parataram na Anmiyat. Now, there is no one who's equal to me. Oh, Arjuna, there's no one equal to me, and no one is greater to me. And now we are discussing about a particular gopi who is equal to Krishna. How is that possible? It's contradicting to what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Well, when we attain moksha, when Atma leaves this world and attains moksha, the Mukta Atma gets 8 qualities of the Lord. The Lord has Aneka Kalyana Guna. Aneka Kalyana Guna means he has unlimited, uncountable ocean of qualities. But out of those qualities, we will be given 8 qualities. 8 qualities will be given. But the rest of the things are all Krishna's. We cannot, when we go to moksha, when we attain moksha, we will not begin, we cannot be a Garuda Vahana. That means we cannot claim ourselves to be traveling on Garuda, right? We cannot say that we are going to sleep on the Ananta Sesha. We can't do those things. If Lord wants, he can make us sleep with him. If Lord wants, he can make us ride on Garuda. Like, the children want to have a ride in when they go to all these different parks, they want to have a ride. Like that, if we want to have a desire to, hey, Krishna, can I have a ride with Garuda? Krishna, oh, no problem. You can go for a ride, a 1 hour ride or the 10 minutes ride, fine. Krishna is going to give. That is all okay. And another thing is that we can never become Shriyapati. Shriyapati means Lord Krishna, Narayana, Vishnu, he is only Shriyapati, the husband of Sri Mahalakshmi. When the Mukta Atma goes that they cannot claim that to be a Gadavahana, they cannot become a Shriyapati, they cannot be a Srishtikarta. Srishtikarta means the Mukta Atma cannot ever get involved in creation, destruction, maintenance. Any of those things is not possible for Mukta Atma, but 8 things is possible. Apahata Patma, Vijaraha, Vimuktihu, Vishokaha, Vijigitsaka, Apipasaka, Satyakamaha, Satyaka Sankalpa. These are the 8 things. Free of papam, free of old age, free of death, free of sorrow, free of anger, free of thirst, unfailing desire. Our desires will be fulfilled. Our plans that we make, Satya Sankalpa means whatever the Sankalpam, will that I have, will never fail. These are the 8 things that we get when we attain moksha, and that gopi that we are going to see today has almost attained all these things being within this world. That is our greatness. That is the greatness of this gopi, and let's enjoy this pasanam. Katru Karavai Kanangal Palaharandu Chetrar Tiralariya Chendru Cherichayum Putram Undrillada Kovaladam Potkodiye புற்றரவல்குள் புனமயிலே போதராய் சுற்றத்துத் தோழிமார் எல்லாரும் வந்து நின் முற்றம் புகுந்து முகில் வண்ணன் பேர் பாட சிற்றாதே பேசாதே செல்வப் பெண்டாட்டி நீ எற்றுக் குரங்கும் பொருளேலோர் எம்பாவாய். Let's see the word by word meaning. Katru, katru means the calf, the small cows, baby, young ones. Karavai, karavai means cow. Now, katru karavai means those cow along with this calf are the cows who are like calf. The cow which is old, but their appearance to be like calf, that means they look younger. Even though they are old, they look younger. Now, Ganangal means herds. Ganangal means herd. Ganangal means herds. Ganam means batch, a group or batch. Ganangal means many batches. Ganam means a batch, a group of, like we say, a group of devotees visited here to the program at our temple. Groups of devotees. Ganangal means groups of, right? Ganam means batch. Ganangal means batches. Phala. Phala means many, means uncountable batches. Uncountable karandu, uncountable batches. That means there are in Goloka, in Gokulam, there were buffaloes, there were cows, there were goats. How many? There are many groups of buffalo, many groups of buffalo, group of cow, group of goats. Now it is not how many buffaloes, how many cows, how many goats. It is the question, the matter of discussion here is unlimited groups of buffalo, unlimited groups of cows, unlimited groups of goat. That has been told here. Katru karavai kanangal pala. Pala means so many groups, unlimited groups. We cannot even count how many groups. Meivan Parandanagan Mikulla Pillegalum. In previous sloka, we saw that when she was waking up one of the gopis, Meivan Parandanagan Mikulla Pillegalum. Now the cows have got ready and they are grazing on your backyard. So please get up. Over here in the 11th pasa, it is grazing is all over. It's all done because they are going from one house to another house, right? The time also passes. Therefore, when they came here, it's time for milking. It is not time for grazing now. It's time for milking. Katru karavai kanangal pala karandu. One question may be asked that in Gokula, everyone has cows. All the gopas, all the men of Gokulam, they all had cows because that is their business. Every house had cows, not one cow, two cows, several cows. Then what is the purpose of milking the cow? If you're going to milk the cow, that means you're going to open a shop or have a corner shop over there. You sell this milk. People can come and buy milk, right? But to whom we are going to sell the milk in Gokulam? Because everyone has a cow, everyone is going to milk. The purpose of milking the cow is twofold. One, to relieve the burden from the cow. To relieve the burden from the cow. It is important to relieve the burden from the cow. Otherwise, it's not good for the health of the cow. The milk has to be released. Milk has to be taken out. Otherwise, it becomes solid and it's going to become painful and hurtful and may even be a life-threatening situation for the cow. Therefore, the milk has to be released. Therefore, as a service to the cow, the gopas, they release the milk from the cow. That's one reason. Second hidden reason why they are milking the cow, all this cow, is not for their own pleasure. They want to milk the cow so that they can get butter out of it. So what butter out of it? So that they can hang the butter on the ceiling or somewhere and hide and put in their homes. So why you want to hide this one? So they don't want to call someone and give, hey, take the butter and go. No. They want to hide it in such a way that person gets a pleasure of coming and stealing the butter without being given. There is a pleasure. If someone is giving you, what a great thing about it. Everyone calls Krishna and tells, come on, Krishna, to my house, Monday, my house, Tuesday, your house, Thursday. If they put a roster, Krishna will not find happiness, will not be, it's not a pleasure. You got to do something nicer than in this way than doing, putting a roster and doing. That is why sometimes, maybe devotees are in that mood. I do not follow the roster, Prabhu. Whenever I come, I'll do the service. Whenever I come, I'll give the donation. Whenever I come, I'll do this one. Please don't put my name into this one. Maybe they are exactly following the program of Krishna consciousness. Krishna was like that. I don't like roster. Just let me be free. However I want. Don't tell me that I have to join the call at 5 o'clock. I will join 5 o'clock maybe, 5:30. When you're finishing, I can join. Don't put me condition and make me all this thing. I'm free bird. Krishna is a free bird. He doesn't like roster. I don't like roster. I don't like to be monitored with all this constraint. I want to be free in my life. Don't do all these things to me. No do's and don'ts for me. Krishna was something like that. Krishna was like that. So those people can say, I'm really in Krishna consciousness, by the way. But anyway, but I want to tell one thing here before I proceed. Whenever I'm saying some things like this, it is I don't have anyone in my mind, and I'm indirectly telling this message about someone. That is not the intention of, please, if my message is conveyed in that manner, please, do not think like that. It is just, we are all human. We know how the mentalities of human is, because I am also like that. So therefore, we know how people will think, how they will do, what they will do, when it especially comes to the services and devotional service and temple and all the things I'm talking about, donation. So I'm not having anyone in my mind, so that I'm making an opportunity of these classes to taunt them, to put them down, or insult them. None of this is an offense to do like that, especially during the Bhagavad Gita, when you're giving class. That should be free of any offenses. We should not convey or hurt anyone. However that person is, doesn't really matter. We are not, that can be taken offline, but do not use this media, this opportunity to curse someone or insult someone. That should not be the idea. If anyone is doing like that, giving lectures like that, Krishna is not going to be happy. Rather, you go and talk to this person directly. So the reason I'm saying there many times I talk like this will be talking also, but do not think that you should not start thinking, Lal Gopal is talking about that devotee who's not coming to the temple. Lal Gopal is talking about this devotee who never gives donation. Lal Gopal is talking about who doesn't want to be part of the services. He doesn't want his name at all. That's not my intention at all, and that's not what it is. But having some experience in Krishna consciousness, I'm sharing, seeing many places in Krishna consciousness, I'm sharing that this is all mentality of people, including myself. I'm not an exceptional one. I'm also part of it. I'm just making things that how we have to be as a good devotee, not get into this program. That's all it is. Now, getting back to our pastram here. Therefore, Krishna gets pleasure, especially when he likes to go and steal the butter. It's not that you call Krishna, come here today, take this butter. He doesn't like that one. So for Krishna's pleasure, they do this one. Now, let's continue. Katru karavai kanagal palaharandu, chetrar thiral ariya. Chetrar means the enemies. Chetrar means enemies. Thiral means the strength. Enemies and the strength. Who are the enemies? Now, what Andal is doing here is, she is glorifying the girl who is sleeping inside, not her at this point. The first 2.5 lines of this pasuram is glorifying the girl's father, not the girl herself, girl's father, because there is always a saying that the girls are always, for the girls, their first hero is not husband. For the girls, the first hero is their father. Father may be like that, however he is. He may be old man, he cannot do anything, he cannot jump from one place to another place, he cannot carry anything at that age, whatever it may be. But for the girls, the fathers are the hero. Fathers are the handsome man in the world. Then comes husband and all those things. But they won't tell this thing directly to their husband. It'll be a problem if they say this one. And the intelligent husband who understands this particular secret of their wives, that for them, their father is very important. For father has to be respected. The father is the hero for them. He should be careful when he talks about the girl's father. He should not disrespect the father-in-law. He should not disrespect, for that matter, the word mother-in-law also is included. But we're talking about this father concept, father thing here. Therefore, he should not tell these things. Therefore, we'll be careful. Not only that, once marriage is happened, once marriage is done, the husband should treat the girl's father and mother as his own father and mother. More than husband, the wife should consider she's moved from one family to another family. That means this father and mother of her husband is actually her father and mother. That is the way that one is moving into the married life. That's it doesn't mean that then who will take care of my father and mother. Let's not get into the complication discussions here. But that's how it is. So the husband should respect the in-laws, and the wife should not respect the in-laws. The wife should consider the in-laws as her mother and father. Period. That's how it should be. Let's come back here. Now, Andal is telling, glorifying, you are the daughter of so and so. That's how she's bringing up the whole thing here. Katru karavai hanagal palaharandu, chetrar means enemies. Thiral means that strength. Enemies, there is a deeper meaning of this one. We'll go to what that enemies are as we go into the second phase of understanding Pasuram in a different meaning altogether. Okay, the enemies and the Tiral is the strength. Arya means to destroy. That your father is a great man who has unlimited cows. Those cows, even though they are old, they look very young, like a calf. And then he personally milks all these hundreds and thousands of cows, who's so capable of destroying the enemies. He's so strong, he can destroy the enemy. Arya destroy. The intention of destroying the enemies is to, what it means is, what they're not going to have any enemies. They are simple people. They are cowherd man. They don't have enemies. Only complicated people have enemies. These are simple people. They will not have enemies. And if a simple people still has an enemy, Krishna will take care of those enemies. We don't need to worry about that. Only if we are complicated people and we have an enemy, then we have to take care of it because we are complicated. So we have to become simple so that we don't need to worry about the enemies, external enemies and the internal enemies. External enemies are the people of this world. Internal enemies are Kama, Krodha, Moha, Matsarya, all the different enemies, lust, anger, greed, pride, illusion, all these enemies, Krishna will take care of it. Therefore, we have to become a simple people like the Gokula, Vrindavan Vasis. But these people are so strong, they have so much strength, they can destroy all the enemies. They can destroy all the enemies. The intention here is that when they hear that Krishna is in danger, they will go rush and kill that enemy. They don't want to have they want to see any Krishna being harmed at all. They will go and kill the enemies. That's what it is. So let's move on to Chetru Tiral Arya Chendru. Chendru means by going. Cheruk means battle. They can go with the full strength and battle. Chayum mean doing. Kutram, they are the people who are hundreds and thousands and millions of cows, and your father can milk all the cows by one man, by himself, and he is so strong, he can go and destroy all the enemies, he can destroy all the Kutra means fall. Ondrum illada. Kutram is flawless. Kutra means false. Kutra means false. Ondrillada means it doesn't have anything. That means what? It doesn't have any faults. Is flawless. Kovalathan, Kutram Undrila, Kovalathan means a cowherd. His name is Kovalan. Kovalan's name was Kovalan, and therefore this girl's name is Kovalan Mahal, daughter Kovalan Potkodiye. Potkodi is a beautiful name in Tamil language. It's very hard to explain what it is. It's like a golden creeper, a beautiful golden creeper. Rukmini's name is also Potkodi, by the way. Golden creeper. Oh, beautiful, a golden creeper, a daughter of Kovalan, that man, the coward man who can go rush and kill all the enemies with his strength, and who can milk all his cows single-handedly, whose daughter you are, Potkodiye, then she was not getting a Kovalan. Why is faultless? By the way, let's address this one. Why is faultless? Because he himself finishes all the, usually what happens is that it's our dharma. If it is our dharma, we have to do that dharma. We cannot employ someone else to take that dharma. If you're a parent, it is a duty of a parent to take care of the children, you cannot employ someone to take care of your children. If you're a husband, you have to do a duty of the husband. You cannot employ someone else to be husband of your wife. Right? So it's a duty. Whatever one's in a position, in a role, they have to do their duty. The Goloka people, the people in the Gokula, their duty is milking the cow. They can employ anyone else to wash the pot, clean the floors and wash the clothes and cook for cooking. They can employ any people. They can offshore their job to anyone else. But one thing they will not offshore is milking the cow, because that is their dharma. Because of their dharma, they personally, your father personally, Andal is talking to the girl and said, your father personally milk all these cows. Not one cow or two cow. And Ganangal Palakarandu means groups of buffalo, groups of cows, groups of goat. He personally does everything. So such a person's daughter you are. That girl did not respond. That girl is still not responding. Now, after telling about her father, now she turns the scene and said, Potkodiye, a golden creeper, no response. Putru means a nest, or Putru means anthill, where the snakes reside, the hill. We can't see those things in here in this country. I have not seen one, but in India, especially on the village side, village side, there's a lot of anthills. There's been a lot of ants. All the ants will gather and make this beautiful hill, right? But finally, what happens? The snake will come and take over. Putru means anthill. Aravam means snake. Putru, where is it? Porkodiye, Putru Arav, snake. Putru Arav. Algul means when the algul is the snake, especially this cobra. Cobra is very special snake compared to any other snake, because it can raise up and show its hoods, right? When it goes, it looks like a normal snake. We cannot. Someone from India, they sent me a picture in Bangalore, in a busy area, is a busy place, and in an apartment they are living, and there's an outside of the gate. Near the gates, they have the garden and flowers, rose flowers, and these things. They sent me a picture. I was surprised to see that there was a cobra, and this cobra was standing up with the hoods like this. What a majestic, to see the snake with that hood. It's so grand. It's so nice, right? Of course, nice doesn't mean that you go and start petting it and kissing it. So, snake, even though it is said that Pambai Kandal Padayum Nadungum means even a big army, if they see a snake, they shatter, they run away. That is the power of snake. But anyway, what Andal is saying, Putru Aravu Algul means when the snake takes his hood like this and stands like this, see the backside of the hood, how beautiful, how nice it is. Like that, you have a beautiful body. You have a beautiful back of your body. And then when the snake especially enters, when it goes, it just, it shrinks itself. When it moves, it doesn't go like that. It doesn't move like that, like that. Especially when it's moving inside, moving into the anthill, it cannot go like that. It just puts its head down. It just shrinks itself and go into that one. Snake can do that one. Snake can squeeze itself and enter into these things, right? So therefore, the snake enter like that. How squeeze and thin and nice. Your waist is so thin. You're so thin. Now, then she goes on, put aravu algul punamayile. And then she again explains, now two things. She's describing the beauty of that girl who's sleeping in two ways. Let's finish this one and then we can understand what it means. Punamayile, a forest peacock. A forest peacock, a beautiful peacock. You are a beautiful peacock. Puna Maile, a beautiful peacock. Look at this one. She's comparing with a snake and comparing with a peacock, right? What does it mean here is Potkodiye, Putru Aravalagul, Puna Maile, Podarai. Come out. Okay, what she's trying to tell here is Potkodiye. When you say Potkodiye, means she's talking about the wholesome beauty of this girl. if you want to if you want to say something about some person, say two girls are talking and you want to tell that, how beautiful that girl was, right? Then you can tell she's so beautiful, she's so nice. That means you're telling as a person as a whole, she's beautiful. This is a samudaya shaubham. Samudaya shaubhai. Samudaya shaubhai means you're telling a beauty of a person as a whole. That is Potkodiye. As a whole, she is so very beautiful. But not only as a whole, she is so beautiful. Each and every parts of that person is so very beautiful. Avayava shobhai. Avayava means limbs and parts of that particular wholesome. The eyes are beauty. That's the one part. Our nose is beautiful. Ears is beautiful. Our neck is beautiful. Our hair is so beautiful. Our hands are beautiful. But our everything. The waist is beautiful. Our thighs are beautiful. Our legs are beautiful. Our toes are beautiful. Right? But then the problem is we don't know where she's looking because she has twin eyes. Then what is the beauty? The wholesome is very beautiful, but some part has a defect. Then you cannot say that person is completely beautiful. But what Andal is telling about this particular girl who's sleeping inside is, as a whole, Samudaya Shobhe. Samudaya Shobhe means as a whole, she is beautiful. That is Pot Kodi. But also as individual part of her body, Avayavam, each and every part is so very beautiful. Sometimes people have this one, it happens. You see a picture, you like that person so much. And then the parents are saying, hey, I sent you a picture photo. Did you see the girl's picture? And the man said, yeah, you tell me 10 pictures of that girl. And then I picked one. That girl is right. And I'm coming only for 1 week to Hyderabad. When I come 1 week, you just give an appointment. I'll see this girl. And because this girl is very beautiful. And the matter said, hey, no problem. Then he comes and then make an arrangement, and timing has been set on an auspicious day. They're going to meet. The boy is coming from America all the way to Hyderabad. And then he goes to the place. He dressed up very nicely and all those things. He goes to the girl. He says, now the girl is going to come. And the boy is so very happy because he found this dream girl, because he saw the girl is so pretty and he saw 2-3 pictures so nice. And then girl comes and stand in front of him. And then mother is telling, hey, give this juice to that boy. And then she's trying to come, but the boy is looking at her, and then she's not looking at the boy, she's looking somewhere else. Then she understood she has twin eyes. She's looking somewhere. What? In the photo she looks nicely, but she was walking. In the photo doesn't tell how she was walking, but when she came walking, it was like, Surpanaka walking. This girl was walking like this, as if everything was going to be fly away. What she's carrying is going to be thrown on this guy's face. She was walking like this and like that. And the photo did not tell that how she walks, how she talks, how she looks. It doesn't say anything. So that means none of us can be fully have this complete as a whole handsome, beautiful, and at parts and parts beautiful. We all have defects. We all have defects one way or the other. Only Krishna is complete. Krishna is complete. Therefore, this girl was equal to Krishna in the beauty as whole, as parts. So, in every aspect, she was so very beautiful. That is what has been told here, over here, by telling the examples of these 3 things. Potkodiye, the wholesome, she was beautiful. Puttaravalgul, the snake example has been given, and another Punamaile, the peacock example is given over here. So again, Punamaile, Podarai, such a beautiful girl. Podarai means over here, not that you go away. It means, po means to go in Tamil language. Va means to come. Po, to go. Va means come. Over here, Podarai does not mean, in this particular language, it does not mean po means just go away. She's already gone away. She's not coming to them. Why are they going to tell you go away? Therefore, Podarai over here means come out. Come out. Why should I come out? Chutrat means relatives. Over here, Chutrat, relative. Torimar means, Chutrat means all our relatives. All our relatives, all your relatives, all our relatives. Torimar means the friends. Yellarum, everyone. All, not one person's left out. All the relatives, all the friends, Atma Bandhu, Sharira Bandhu, you must be familiar with those terms. All those have already gathered here. They're all here. Ellarum. Chutrathu Thorimar Ellarum Vandu, they have come here Nin means you. Nin means not stand. Nin means ni. Nin means your. Mutram. Mutram means at your courtyard. The courtyard that you have, they all gathered here. Who all have come here? The relatives, all the friends, they are all gathered here, because this is something very special from the other girl that we have saw. The five girls that we have saw in the past, there's not the chutram, Tori Margal, I mean the relatives and the friends, no one gathered there. It is only those gopis were there, not the friends and relatives were there. This is what's very special, where she now, the relatives have gathered, the friends have also gathered. Mutrum, they have all gathered here. Puhundu, they have entered. Where they have entered? They have entered into a courtyard. Mutram. Puhundu Mutram. They have entered into a courtyard. And what are they doing here? Muhil. Muhil is a beautiful name. Sometimes people in Tamil Nadu, they keep names like this, Muhil. Even though the name is big, they will make it as a short as called as Muhil. Muhil Vannan. Muhil means cloud. Vannan means a colored. Vannam means colored. Varna, Ashrama, Varna. Varna is like Varna. Vannam. Vannam means colors. Varnam is also color, by the way. But anyway, Vannam. Vannam means colored. The colored one. Muhil Vannan. Someone who is a color of a monsoon cloud. A cloud, monsoon cloud. His name she's calling that, is identifying that person as Muhil Vannan, whose cloud is a dark, pit dark cloud, which is ready to pour the rain at any time. It can break and open, pour the rain anytime. Muhil Vannan, pair. I think by the time we finish Tiruppavai, those who doesn't know Tamil will get familiar with Tamil language, because many of these words are being repeated, right? Pair is another one. Vai, po, va, kutram, kandru, all those different words are being repeated. Empavai, pen, all those things repeated so many times. By the time you can also start giving classes of Tamil, probably. Anyway, now Muhil Vannan, pair, Padi. Pair means name. Padi, against the known familiar words. Padi means to sing. Muhil Vannan, pair, Padi, Chitrade. Muhil and pair, but all they have gathered here and they are ready to sing. They are singing the name of Muhil Vannan. Who is Muhil Vannan? Who has the complexion of the monsoon cloud, the dark monsoon cloud? Krishna. So they all gather at you. They have entered. They have broke open, entered into into your courtyard. The courtyard. Until now, we have been standing outside. All these girls that we have met so far, all the other girls that we have seen, we have been standing only outside. Now with your relatives and with your friends, we all have entered into your courtyard. We have come one step further, so close to you. We have come to the courtyard. And what are we doing here? As we come here, along with your relatives and friends, what we are doing here, Muhil Vannan Pair Party, we are all singing the glories, singing the names of Muhil Vannan, names of Krishna. Muhil Vannan is Krishna's name. We are singing the names of Krishna, but Chitrad Pesad. Chitrad Pesad means, but you, Chitrad means motionless. Pesad means speechless. But you are not you're not making any motions. You're not moving at all. You're not talking at all. Instead of, we are doing big kirtan here. We are screaming and chanting Muhil Vannan Namam Pair Padi. We are chanting Mukunda, Vaikuntha, Madhava, all these different names. We are chanting the names of Krishna. Even though we are doing all these things, you are motionless. You are speechless. I don't understand. Shelva. Selva means, oh, fortunate one. Selva means the wealth. Selva Pendati. Pendati means girl. Pendati is generally known in Tamil language as a wife or as a wife. But the literal meaning of Pendati means a woman, a girl. Pendati. Pendati is jokingly, it is said that it is just a joke. Do not get, the ladies should not get offended here. So the Pendati, it is said pen plus RT becomes Pendati. Pen means girl. RT means to control, completely make a dance of someone is called Pendati. That means one who makes her husband dance however she wants it. Hey, get up. You'll get up. Sit. Go. Get me that one. Get me. Massage my feet. He will massage. Do cook for today. I'm not going to cook. He will cook. He just makes a dance her husband like anything. It is called pen plus RT, Pendati. To make the husband, to make the wives happy. We can also tell the same thing, that one who makes the wife dance, the husband who makes the wife dance, therefore she is called pendati. She's dancing, the girl is dancing according to the control of her husband, therefore she's called pendati. Therefore, no problem, don't message me, you're talking bad about ladies here. No, either way, the dancing is done. Husband is danced by the wife, or wife dances because of the husband, she's called pendati. This is just a joke, forget it. It is not shastric evidence. Don't ask me where is the shastra for this one. This is just a joke. Joke has to be taken light. Do not take, we give class for 2 hours, 3 hours. We will give so much philosophical tattvam. So much thing will be poured into the lecture for 2 hours. We will tell one joke out of it. Everything will be forgotten. That one joke, which is not even necessary to be remembered, that will be remembered by everyone. It's interesting how the mind works, right? So anyway, coming back here, Chelva Pendati, ni you itrak, for what reason? Urangum. Urangum means what? For what reason? Urangum porul. Porul means what? Porul means purpose of the reason. Yetrik, why are you still sleeping? May we know the reasons behind it. Why are you sleeping? Even if you are doing all these things, making chanting and everything, you're still sleeping. Why is that? That is the word by word meaning of this one. And because we went through this one, it's very easy to understand this pasuram line by line. Also, let's see the meaning of this one. Oh, golden creeper of a girl. Of a girl means that girl who's like a golden creeper. Then you are a jewel among the cowherd. A portkodiye, jewel among the cowherd, who are, that his father is talking about his father, but everyone in Kokola is like that only, most of them. The master craftsman in the milking of ever so many groups of young cow. We hear that it's only said cow, but buffalo is also included. You can get buffalo milk also. Goat also gives milk. Anyway, but he milks all his cows. Skillful in warfare, namely very much able to go against and destroy their strong opponent and routing their strength. And thirdly, thoroughly faultless, kutram ondrillada, blemishless. They're completely free of any defects. Oh, charming peacock-like beautiful damsel with the hips resembling the hood of cobra, may you come and join our fold. When our kinswomen and friends, have come and entered the open front yard without roof of your house, and when we are singing in chorus the names of the Lord of dark cloud like hue, what are you fast asleep for? What is the purpose? Without even moving or giving any response, or rich and young girl. கற்று கரவை கணங்கள் பலகறந்து சிற்றார் திரள் அழிய சென்று செருச்செய்யும் குற்றம் ஒன்றில்லாத கோவலதம் பொற்கொடியே பொற்றரவர்கள் பொன்மையிலே போதராய் சுற்றத்து சோழிமார் எல்லாரும் வந்து நீ முற்றம் புகுந்து முகில்வண்ணன் பேர் பாட சிற்றாதே பேசாதே செல்வ பெண்டாட்டி நீ எற்றுக் குறங்கும் பொருளேலோர் எம் பாவாய். Now let's understand this line by line. கற்று கரவை கணங்கள் பலகறந்து. The calves were many, uncountable, unimaginable. There were many. We could only possibly count the star. Maybe we can count the stars, but we cannot count the number of cows in Gokulam. It is also said we cannot count certain things. What are the things we cannot count? We cannot count the Kalyana Guna, the auspicious qualities of the Lord. The Lord's auspicious qualities are unlimited. Asankeya Kalyana Guna Gana. It is said Asankeya Kalyana Guna Gana. Many groups. Saushilyam, Mardhavam, Sauhartham, Samyam, Karunyam, Gambhiryam, Audharyam, Chaturyam, Stairyam, Dhairyam, Sauryam, Parakramam. All these wonderful qualities are unlimited. Even that one quality you take, that is also you cannot measure. Okay, if you take one quality out of unlimited qualities, that one quality can you measure? You cannot even measure that one. Therefore, that cannot be measured. The Lord's qualities cannot be measured. Likewise, the Lord's avataram cannot be measured. We all say Dasavatar, right? It is not only the Lord has Dasa avatar. Not only that, it is not that only God has only 10 avatars. Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Vamana, Narsimha, Rama, Parasurama, all this. This not only 10 avatars. There are unlimited avatars which we cannot count. So we cannot count the gunas of the Lord. We cannot count the avatars of the Lord. The third one is we cannot count the number of atmas also. There are unlimited atmas. Really speaking, we cannot count the atmas. It is not that only there are 5 million atmas are there in the earth, and then 20 million atmas there in the heavenly planet, and 50 million atmas in Brahmaloka, and the spiritual world Vaikuntha. There are maybe 1 billion atmas are there. We cannot even count how many atmas are there. Atmas are unlimited. Cannot be counted. Therefore, likewise, we cannot count the qualities of the Lord. We cannot count the avatarams. We cannot count the jivatmas. We cannot count how many buffaloes, cows, and goats in groups. We cannot count the groups of buffalo, groups of cows, and groups of goats in Gokulam. And you are the daughter of such a wealthy father. You're such a wealthy father. So now, Katru Karavaigal means the Karavaigal means the cows over there, all the cows over there, even though they have calf, but these mother cows, which are old enough, were also young to look, as young, as they're very active, they're very energetic, they're young and beautiful, as if they're only 25 years old. 25 years old. They may be older than 25 years, maybe 30 years or 35 years or 40 or 50 years, 60 years, whatever the years are, but they look so young, like a 13-year or a 16-year calf or a boy. That's how it is. Now, question is, what made these cows, even though they are old, they look so young? How not only look young, they are young. Even though they are older, they have many calves. They look equally to, sometimes yesterday someone was telling that to me, there are, the mother had 2 daughters, and the mother goes with these 2 daughters outside. And then someone is asking, "Oh, you 3 sisters, what are you doing here?" Well, it's not 3 sisters. There is one mother in this one mother and 2 daughters, right? So how is that mother is so young? The people are thinking that there are 3 sisters over here, right? Likewise, the cows are so young. How is that they become so young, even though they are old? So for one to be looking younger all the time, that means they should be happy in their life. The happiness will reflect on their presence, on their body. If you're not happy internally, it reflects on our face. We'll become weak mentally. When we become mentally weak, it's going to affect our health. When the health is affected, our lifespan reduces. Therefore, for us to increase the lifespan, our health should be nice. For us to have a healthier life, we have to have a healthier mind. For us to have a healthier mind, that means we have to be happy. For us to be happy means the material things is not going to give us happiness. That is what the introduction we saw from our friend over there. We went from Putrakamasti Yaga to Jyothishtoma Yaga, and finally he became a devotee. He went through all those things, understanding material things is not going to give me happiness. Therefore, for us to be healthy mentally and physically and have a long lifespan in the service of Krishna, we have to start engaging in the service of Krishna right now. At this time, now you don't need to tell Prabhu, I'm already 50 years, I'm already 60 years, I'm already 70 years. I should have heard Tiruppavai when I was in my 20s, when I was in 30s. Now I'm hearing what to do. No problem. Whatever your body cooperates, whatever your faculties of your body can function, do some service and get engaged and do services. I cannot even walk. I have ortho problem. I have that problem. If I try to lift something, a doctor has told me not to lift heavy weight, so I cannot go and wash the pots and do things, any of these things. Well, you can sit and do something. you're definitely, I trust you, I believe you, you cannot do any services because of your health reason. You cannot walk, you cannot do this one, you cannot, your breathing problem, asthma problem, that problem, all the problems you have. But can you sit in one place? Yeah, I can sit in one place. Can you open your mouth? Yes, I can open my mouth. Can you vibrate some sound? Yes, I can vibrate some sound. Then why don't you simply chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Why can't you do that? Yes, I can do that one. Well, that is enough for you. For that person, that is enough. But for one who is healthy and nice, wealthy, they should give their body, they should give their wealth as much as they could. What happens is that why these cows are so young, look young, is because Krishna's parisham. They had Krishna's parisham, means the touch of Krishna. They had the touch of Krishna because Krishna touched all these cows and calves, right? Because of Krishna's touch, these cows were looking so young. If we are in touch with Krishna consciousness, though we maybe, everyone have to leave this world one day or the other. There's no exception. How much ever great we are, we have to depart from this world. How much ever healthy we are, there will be some reason for us to depart this world. Even you may be a yoga teacher, you may be a great yogi, all the asanas, all the pranayama, all you perfectly following the food things. You don't take samosa, you don't take pakoda, you don't add white sugar, you don't add oil too much into it. You only take all the organic items, organic vegetables. You do everything perfectly. But we all know that how much ever we follow everything, then one day will come, there will be some reason. There will be some reason related to our health. We have to depart from this world. That does not mean one should not take now this, what I said now. Anyway, we are going to die, Prabhuji. So as long as we are living here, let's enjoy the life. Eat samosa, eat pakoda, eat late at 10 o'clock, get up, sleep, go to sleep late, get up late. And, whenever you walk here and there, put something into your mouth. And no, that is not what the message is. As long as you're living in this world, live healthy. Because when we live healthy, when you're living healthy life, then we can be of some use to the society. We can be of some use to the temple. We can be of use to the purpose of life can be much better if we are maintaining the healthy life. For that reason, for me to serve the society, for me to serve the devotees, let me be healthy. Just change the whole consciousness. Our life will change. If service is important for us, if we have to serve the devotees, that is what we've been seeing here, correct? So we have to serve the devotees, we have to serve the temple. What are we going to do first? We have to take care of our health first. We have to organize ourselves, our life. When to sleep, when to get up, what to eat, what not to eat. All those things, we have to take care of ourselves first. Channelize our behavior, channelize our lifestyle, change our lifestyle from how we are. We have to change our lifestyle. For what reason? To serve the devotees, to serve the temple, to serve the deities. This is the real consciousness of how we all have to be healthy. Not that, but I want to be healthy, but therefore I don't want to do service. Because if I do service, I'll become weak. Not like that. I want to be healthy nicely, so that I can extend my lifespan and continue my service to the devotees and the deities. How to do that one? Krishna's parisham. We have to have Krishna's parisham. Krishna's parisham means to touch, right? We have to have the touch of Krishna. When we have the touch of Krishna, the life will become happier and we can have a healthier life. How? That likewise, in Ramayana, we can never stop comparing Ramayana with anything that we have here. In Ramayana, Dasaratha, Dasaratha was 60,000 years old, right? But even though Dasaratha was 60,000 years old, he never had sugar problem, cholesterol, knee problem, ankle problem, neck problem. He was not wearing that neck belt or whatever, that thing that he has to go like this, like this. He was not even carrying a walking stick. This is not a joke. It's serious. He was 60,000 years. He was completely healthy like a 13, 14-year kid, a youth. He was so healthy. What is the secret of his health? Valmiki says, what is the secret of his health? Even though he was 60,000 years old, he was like 60-year man. 60-year man. How? Because he was always seeing Rama's beauty. He will call Rama. Rama comes. My dear dad, what do you want me to do? Well, actually, I called you, but there's nothing you can go. And then he will go. And again, as he was going out, Dasaratha will call, Rama, come here. Rama will come. And he'll say, Dad, father, what do you want me to do? He said, no, 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 you can go now. You can go now. So Dasaratha calls his son and sends his son. Calls his son, sends his son. Calls his son, sends his son. As he calls, 1,000-year minus. As he goes, 1,000-year minus. As he calls, 1,000-year minus. As he goes, 1,000-year minus. What minus? He's becoming younger, 1,000 years. Every time Rama comes, he's becoming younger. Every time Rama goes, he's becoming younger. How's okay? Rama coming, I can understand. He feels himself younger. Dasaratha is feeling younger from 60 to 6,000. When he goes back, how's again he's becoming younger? Because when he sees the front beauty of Krishna, Dasaratha becomes 1,000 years younger. When Rama turns around and walks, when Dasaratha sees the back beauty of Krishna, Rama, he again 1,000 years become younger. That is how Dasaratha was maintaining his youth, his body. Likewise, like that also, when we are in touch with Krishna consciousness, when we are in touch with Rama consciousness, we will also become young. Like the cows of the Gokula, This cows were so young. And Ganangal, Palakarande, Ganangal means all the groups. The philosophical point over here is that Ganangal means there are Baddhatma, there are Mukta Atma, and Nitya Atmas, Nitya Suris. Baddhatmas are the conditioned ones, Mukta Atmas are the liberated ones, and Nitya Atmas are the eternally liberated Atmas, which is in the Vaikuntha. What is the count of this group? Unlimited. Baddhatmas are unlimited, Muktatmas are unlimited, Nityatmas are unlimited. But these Muktatmas are again classified into two. One who is interested in moksha, one who is interested in samsara. Those who are interested in moksha are mumukshus. Those who are interested in moksha are called mumukshus, and those who are interested in material things are bubukshus. Bubukshus. Bubu means boha. Bog, then we take bog to the Lord, right? It's for Lord's enjoyment. Therefore, it's called bog. Boga. When it comes outside, we don't call that as boga. Bog is only for the Lord's pleasure. When it comes outside, we call it as prasadam. But we want to enjoy ourselves, therefore we are called as bubukshus. And those who are interested to attain moksha, return back to Krishna, they are called mumukshus. In this way, we can group the living entities, the atmas, are Baddhatma, Muktatma, and Nityatmas. So we cannot count this one. But one may think that the Baddhatmas, one day or the other, they will go to the spiritual world. When all the spiritual, one of the Arvas says that, Vinnulagam puhuvadu mannavar vidiye. Vinnulagam puhuvadu mannavar vidiye. Means it's written in everyone's forehead that if not today, one day we will be going. Vinnulagam means Vaikuntham. One day or the other, we all are going to be in Vaikuntha. You're all going to be in Vaikuntha. It's just matter of our interest, icha, our determination, how fast, how soon we want to go back to Krishna. It depends on our interest. Krishna will reciprocate accordingly. One may think that let me finish this lifetime. As long as I live in this lifetime, let me be happy and let me go back. One may tell, oh, okay, it's okay, Prabhu. This lifetime, it's going to take me 10 lifetime to chant 16 rounds. And after 16 rounds, it's going to take another 10 lifetime for me to associate with devotees. After that, another 10 more lifetime to come to temple. After that, 10 more lifetime to take up devotion service. After that, I will surrender to Krishna. And then after that, I will come back to Krishna. So one may have such a program, long program. One may want to have a short program. According to one's desire, how they want, Krishna will reciprocate accordingly. So one may have the question that, what in case this entire world becomes empty? It's a valid question, right? What in case everyone goes back to Krishna? I'm just remembering when I became a devotee, and I took my father and mother to one of the ISKCON temple in Chennai. And there was a sannyasi who just visited. He was sitting there. And my father was a lawyer. So lawyer means they have asked all these challenging questions. So I was sitting, my father, I want to introduce my parents to Krishna consciousness. So I took my father and mother. My father was sitting there, my mother was sitting there, and I was introducing my father that he's so and so, and is holding a big post in the government, and etc. etc. And the sannyasi was sitting, the Maharaj was sitting there, was talking very nicely. And then my father asked a question to the sannyasi. He said that, okay, you wanted everyone over here to become devotees like you. And my father asked, what will happen if everyone becomes devotee? Everyone becomes devotee. What will happen to this whole world? Who will run the business? Who will do the government business? Who will do the swiping of this one? Who is going to get married? Because you are a sannyasi. You want everyone to be like you. Everyone becomes sannyasi. And how the world will function? Who is going to carry and put the trash outside? Who's going to be a banker? Who's going to run the business? It's just quite difficult. My father did not challenge in an aggressive way. He was gently asking this one. If everyone becomes a devotee like you, what's going to happen to the world? And the sannyasi gave exactly the same answer that we are going to see now here, that will never happen. My dear sir, it will never happen. There will be always people existing in the world to continue doing things as it is. As it is. So the point here is this world will never become empty. That's Prakriti will get destroyed and get created again. It will destroy and it get created. When they created, the jivas comes back. When it destroy in pralaya stage, all the jivas will go into the dormant state. When the creation takes place, they become active. They become active into an active state. That's all happens during creation and destruction. But there will not be a time that Jiva Atma will not exist in the world. There will not be a time that the totally everything is shut down. Krishna is telling that I'm not going to get into a srishti. I'm not going to create anymore because everyone back here. There's no need of creation anymore. There will never happen. Creation will happen, continue. This is a very important philosophical point, Vedanta point of view. Creation will continue to happen. The liberation will continue to happen. The living entity will continue to take birth. This will all go on and on and on and on and on. Therefore, Arjuna says to Krishna says to Arjuna, Natvevaham jatunasam natvam neme janadipaha, nachaiva me bhavishyamahat sarve vayam atah param. He said, my dear Arjuna, please understand, you, I, aham, and you, tvam, I, and you exist. We exist. Name Janadipaha. And also those people who are gathered in the battlefield here, the soldiers, the kings, and a commander, and all those people who are gathered here, they also exist. I, you, they exist. When did we exist? Not 1947, 1960, 1961, 1917, 1980, or 2001. That's not when we started our existence. We started our existence, which cannot be traced. Anadi kalam. We cannot trace back when we started existing. We have been existing eternally. And we will continue to exist eternally as an individual soul. We are not that one soul. We are individual soul. Atmas are many. Paramatma is one. I, Paramatma, one. You, as a person, one, but you are also one among those soldiers over there who maintains your own individuality. This is a philosophy that we need to really know. Not that there's only one Atma, we are all one Atma, we become that Atma. That is not the messages. There are all multiple, uncountable Jivatmas, and there is one Ishvara, there is one Prakriti, and the Prakriti takes care of this. The Ishvara takes care of the Prakriti, and also the Ishvara takes care of the Jivatma. That we have to understand. The father, your father, he does his duty exactly what he's supposed to do. He always does his duty without fail. Therefore, as a devotees, we should also do our duties, what has been assigned to us. We have to do to the best thing, not to offshore. I give some service to someone, and that person calls another person, Prabhu, can you take care of this service? If that person is being told to assign to someone else, that is fine. If you've been given a service, someone is calling me and telling, can you come and make some khichdi at the temple today for the program? And then I said, yes, no problem. I can make khichdi for the 40 people, 30 people. And then what I do? I call another two people and say, you go and cook over there. And I don't even go there. Of course, the service is getting done, but we are offshoring our service to someone else. If you are in that position to offshore, then well and good, no problem. You can do that because that is your service, to offshore your service to someone. But that is not your responsibility. Then if you've been assigned to do a service, better you do the service. Now the question comes that when one of the gopis standing outside is asking, how can one person can milk all these cows? How can one person can milk all this cow? And another gopi who's standing outside, please understand, this conversation is happening outside. The inside girl is not responding yet. And now they are trying to address the inside girl, saying, Katru karavaigal palahalandu. He's addressing the other girl, saying that your father, who has hundreds and millions of cows, who milk all the cows by himself. When they said this one of the girl who's standing outside asked Andal, how is it even possible? You're telling that girl's father can milk all the cows by himself? How is that even possible? It's not possible. Then that girl, Andal, is saying, why is not possible? Why is not possible? When the Lord of the Lord can create multiple universes, maintain multiple universes, and then destroy multiple universes by himself, why can't this man milk all the cows by himself? We have to again understand the different. We're not comparing that this person is also Krishna. That's not what the message is. She's just trying to tell, when Krishna, as one person, can do everything, why can't this person milk all the cows? Chetrar Tiralariya Chandra Cherichayum. When the Gopas, when this father, your father, when he knows, when he hears, even he gets a small symptom that there is some danger for Krishna, when there is danger for Krishna, he collects all the weapons, he gathers all the people. He does not wait for those enemies to enter into the house to defeat and fight with them. He goes well in advance and he finishes them, all those people. They can't even enter to Gokulam. He is such a skilled person. Your father is such a skilled person. But again, there are three types of people we should understand, that when the danger is coming, a first type of person will act before he senses something is coming, some danger is coming. He will act before the danger comes closer. That's type 1 person. Type 2 person is that person will tell, hey, it will come, I have 3 more days, I can take an action. And then he waits for the second day, he waits for the third day, and then the third day it is already on his door. That time he'll scratch his head and tell, what am I supposed to, how to do this one, how to solve this problem, what to do this one. So he just start thinking at that point of time how to resolve the issues that he's having. Then the third person is, the problem is, he knows that problem is coming. He knows that problem is already inside his house. He knows that problem is is going on, but he will do nothing. He will just continue to be as he is. He will not do anything. We can find people like this in our relationship also. There are people who takes action immediately before something crashes, before something goes wrong. They go and do the thing correctly and perfectly so that they can be happy life. A second person, we have enough time. Don't rush. Come on, wait. We can do that. I can pay that bill over after, whatever it is. I can do that one. Just wait. They wait for things to happen and take an action. And another person, even when the things are happening, they will do nothing. They will not take care of any action. But your father is not like the other two. Your father falls in the first category, where before the enemies can enter into this place, he will go to them and finish them all. We can finish everyone off. Now, another thing is why the men have to, in the Gokulam, they have to milk the cow. What's the purpose? We saw 2 reasons. Because they want to reduce the burden of the cow. The next one is that they want to give pleasure to the Krishna. Another third point, important point we need to know is that by reducing the burden of the cow, they are doing a selfless service to the cow. Okay? Many times we have to milking all this cow is a big process. It takes a lot of time. But then this man, the father of this girl, was taking his time to take care of all these cows, to remove the burden of this cow. We also have to take some time out of our time to help others. We have to take time to help others to reduce their burden. Otherwise, what happens? We'll fall into the comfort zone and we are happy with our chanting. We are doing all classes. We are taking care of the family. We are going to the temple. We are coming. I will only focus on my family. I'll only focus on that. Is good. But what is good for others. The real good thing is that when I can come out of my comfort zone, I've been doing this for years now, but let me break that comfort zone. Let me go out. Let me go out. Let me start reaching out to people. Let me talk to them about Krishna consciousness. Let me give them a couple of books. Let me do something. One of our kid over here, she did a book distribution. She gave a book to her friend. She's only 12 years old, and she gave one Bhagavad Gita to her friend. This is exactly what has been called as breaking and coming out of our comfort zone. We have to become selfless. We have to do service to others. Otherwise, we become selfish. Only I'll stay Krishna consciousness and take care of my family, my society, my so and so. Who cares about others? So that is not good. We can learn that lesson from this particular father of this girl, that how he was doing selfless service, selfless service. Why he has to fight, why he has to fight. We already saw why he has to fight. The another important meaning, that hidden meaning, is that the great acharyas to establish the sanatana dharma, to establish the truth of dharma, they go out of their way and defeat all the apasampradaya. Apasampradaya means that philosophy which is against to the sampradaya, that philosophy which is against to the dharma shastra, against to the Vedas. There are so many people talk something about Vedas. Vedas are not true. Bhagavad Gita is just spoken by a human who has mystic power, and Mahabharatam and Ramayana is just epic. What is called? It's a story written by someone. Nothing has happened. How can someone get married to 5 men? How can someone, if it's a god, how can he cry for someone who's been? How can God's wife can be kidnapped? So all this unnecessary things happen, but this person goes out of his way to go defeat those people. Your understanding is strong. Defeat this nastikas, the non-believers. Defeat the Sunyavadas. This all the different schools of thought. Mayavadas, they defeat all this. That is why the acharyas are very important. What they do is they come out and preach, and they don't want to do this one, by the way. They can be happy in what they are doing, but then they take a step, they take some pain and go travel place to place to place, different place to place to place, to defeat this upper sampradaya, other things, and that's number one. Number two is to give the knowledge to the people of the world. Kutra mundrillada kovaladam potkodi. That's the third line. We have come to the third line now. Kutra mundrillada kovaladam potkodi. Now, what is the kutram that did not have? Kutram means fault. This man does not have any fault. He does not have any fault because he was doing his duty of milking. Therefore, we have to do our duty of whatever Krishna consciousness is. We have to definitely do that one. And this man will go out and destroy this enemy. Therefore, we should also work under the guidance of the devotees so that we can destroy our internal enemies. Outside enemies is going to be there. Whether you defeat them or take care of them, whatever, it doesn't matter. Outside enemies existing, we don't worry about that one. Our real enemies are the enemies within ourselves. We have to defeat, take the right weapons, guard ourselves. That means we are surrounding by all the devotees to help us to defeat, destroy the enemies that we have inside. Therefore, anyone who are like this one, they should work in the association of the devotees. They should do they should do their duties of whatever the services. When they do this one, Putrakamasti, but she was not responding, right? This is when after she glorified her father and told such and such, so and so's daughter, and she's still not responding. Then she said, not Potkodiye, sorry, Potkodiye. Potkodiye means a beautiful one. Your beautiful body, not only a whole as a body is beautiful, even the waist, the back of your body is so very beautiful. You are like a peacock, so you beautiful. The beauty of that is staying in the Krishna consciousness. The beauty of being young is staying in the Krishna consciousness. Puttarul punamaile podarai. Puttarul punamaile podarai. Now, Hutrattu Thorimar, Puttarul punamaile podarai. Oh, okay, one more point that I have, this Puttaravalgul Punamaile Podarai is comparing. We have to understand that this cobra, when it goes inside, it humbles itself. Likewise, we should also in the Krishna consciousness, as we are in the Krishna consciousness, we cannot always be like the hooded snake. I'm so and so, I'm great. How you have to talk to me like that? You have to behave to me like this. When we are becoming humble, like that snake, when it's entering into the anthill, it humbles itself, it thinnens itself, and enters into the anthill. Like that, in a Krishna consciousness, we have to cultivate the quality of being Trinadapi Shune Chena Taroreva Sageshana Amanina Manadina Kirtanaya Sadahari. We have to be humble. We have to be very humble. If we are not humble, then the whole purpose of our practice of Vaishnavism, Krishna consciousness will be lost, because the humility is the key to the door of kingdom of God. If you're not humble, we cannot do this one. Therefore, we understand this particular thing from this snake. Putraravul Punamaile, Podra Punamaile. Punamaile means the peacock. The peacock is compared over here with the acharyas. The acharyas are the peacock. Why acharyas compared to the peacock? The peacock, the poisonous snake, the poisonous the insects and the scorpion and things like that, they will stay always away from the peacock. They will not get close to the peacock. They will not go through, because when they come closer, they're afraid and frightened of their life. Likewise, those who are against the Vedas, those who are having the anarthas, those who are the bad things, that will also be going away if we are in connection with an acharya. If we have all the bad qualities, when we get closer to the acharya, what happens that all our bad qualities that we have will fly away, will just rush and go away. What we have to do is go close to the peacock. Who is the peacock? Acharya. Guru is the peacock. Now, what is the other second point? Is what does the peacock do when it becomes happy? When it really sees it's going the cloud and the monsoon cloud, what it does when it becomes happy is it opens, it stretches out, it opens its feather and start dancing. It start dancing. Like when the acharyas becomes happy, either when they are jnana, they become highly into Krishna consciousness. They are immersed in Krishna consciousness. They are realized, self-realized, and Krishna realized. Then they have the Krishna anubhava, and that anubhava exhibits in such a way, it spreads all around the people who are standing there and with them. They also get the same experience. When we see we are not dancing like the peacock. When we see the peacock, we don't dance like the peacock, right? But then when we see the peacock dancing, it brings joy in our heart. Like when the acharya becomes deep into Krishna consciousness, the people who are next to him also get the same reflection of that one. People also become very happy. So these are the points. And also when the acharya dances like that, another point to know is when the acharya becomes dance means he's become happy, and the peacock becomes happy and it dances. Likewise, the acharya becomes and dances. Here, dance means when he sees the qualified devotees, a person who's ready to become a disciple, he becomes joyful. He becomes very happy. Sutrathu thorimar ellarum vandu. Sutrathu thorimar ellarum vandu. Two more lines, we are almost done. Sutrathu thorimar ellarum vandu means everyone close by, your relatives, your friends, everyone has come here. Everyone has gathered here. So what does it mean? It means that not only, it literally doesn't mean only the friends and relatives. What she's telling, Andal is telling, is that the people from all the planetary system, especially those who are Adivahikal. Adivahika means those who are a specific deity, preceding deity of certain planets. Adivahika, they have come here to your door. They are ready to come to they are waiting in your door and ready to take you. Why don't you join us? Sutrathu Thorimar Ellarum Vandu Nin Mutram, on your courtyard, the open courtyard, we have entered into that one. All the great Nityasuris, all the great Adivasiga, Adi will talk about who they are. They are here, the preceding deities of all the planets, they have come here. And doing what? They are all chanting Muhilvannan Perpadi. They are all chanting, why don't you please come and join us? Why don't you come and join? Why is that you're not coming here? Well, why should I come? Well, Krishna wants you to come. Nin Mutram சிற்றாதே பேசாதே செல்வ பெண்டாட்டி நின் எற்றுக்குறங்கும் போரேலோர் என் பாவாய். Therefore, you please get ready and come and join us. So she says this one, but then who are these people from the different planets they have come here? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that there are two ways of departing from this world. One is called Archiradi Marga, one is called Dhumadi Marga. Those who are ready to depart from the body and leave this planetary system, leave the Prakriti and all the mandalas and go back to the spiritual world, they take the path called Archiradi Marga. As they are passing in the Archiradi Marga, there are planets called Archasi, Ahuhu, Sukla Paksham, Uttarayanam, Samvatsaram, Vayu, Surya, Chandra, Vidyut, Varuna, Indra, Prajapati. There are 12 different places they go. When the Atma leaves the body, exit the body and it goes to all these 12 different places. And these are the deities of those places. They welcome the Atma because only those are qualified to attain Vaikuntha will travel through this Archiradi Marga. One who are not qualified to travel, one is not qualified to go to Vaikuntha, they take the path of Dhumadi Marga. We are not going to discuss about that one. That is a Bhagavad Gita class. Now here focusing on this one, who have arrived here on the door, courtyard of this girl are those people who are the preceding deity of this 12 planets who receive, they are there to receive the Atma. The Atma departs and go to the place Archasu. And the deity of the Archasu welcome this person and treats them nicely. And then along with that Atma, he takes that Atma to the next place called Ahuhu. And then deity of the Ahuhu, he receives this person, takes care of him nicely. And then he takes this Atma to the next place, Sukla Paksham. Sukla Paksham, we go to the Sukla Paksham, that place, the deity of the Sukla Paksham, then he receives, go to Uttarayanam. Uttarayanam deity takes him Samvatsaram. Samvatsaram deity goes to Vayu. Vayu deity, not that everyone travels now, that particular deity takes to another deity, the other one goes back, return back to his planet. Okay, so Vayu takes to Surya, Surya takes to Chandra, and Chandra takes to another person called Vidyut, a thunder. Vidyut means thunder, a god of thunder. Thus Vidyut. The Vidyut, Amanavan, the preceding deity of Vidyut is called Amanavan. This Amanavan is the only deity which will further continue to Varuna, go to Indra and Prajapati, and finally Amanavan takes the Atma who is going to be liberated to close to the Viraja Nadi. There's a Viraja Nadi. He takes the Amanavan, goes close to the Viraja Nadi, and he tells, now dip into the Viraja. And Atma dips into the Viraja Nadi. The final cleansing happens over there. The last final things happens there. And Amanavan, after he bathes in Viraja Nadi, then he goes to the shore across. Please understand, this is Prakriti down, and upper there is a spiritual world. In between the material world, Prakriti, and the spiritual world, there is a water running across, and that is called Viraja Nadi. And then this Atma goes there by Amanavan, and he takes bath, and then Amanavan takes across to the border over there in the spiritual world border. He leaves that Atma over there under the responsibilities of the Apsaras of Vaikuntha. Please understand, there is Apsaras in Indraloka, there are Apsaras in Brahmaloka, there are also Apsaras in Vaikuntha. So these Apsaras are not equal to the Apsaras of the other worlds. Other worlds, Apsaras are different. They are bound by karmas, but Apsaras or the Vaikuntha are not bound by the karma. They are Nitya. They are always there. So they receive that man, this Atma, takes care of him nicely, and then dress up him nicely, apply all the oils, special oils, sandalwood oil, and this flower, garland, and everything. And it takes this Atma to inside the Vaikuntha and hands him over in front of the Lord, and the Lord receives him. And the beautiful discussions happen between the Jivatma and the Paramatma in Vaikuntha. Now let's see the deeper meaning of this particular passages. All qualified one who thinks that Ishvara is the only means, upayam means mean, and goal, upayam means the goal. Jivatma, for him, means and goal are one and the same, and that is Krishna. It's not different. Please awake, O Acharya, who imparts knowledge. Now we are waking up. It's not a living entity. It's an Acharya, it's a guru. We are waking up. Because you remember that starting from the 6th Pasaram to the 15th Pasaram, it is Bhagavata, waking up the Bhagavatas. So this is what is happening. The Bhagavata includes the Jivatma, also includes the Paramatma, includes the Acharya. So, O Acharya, who imparts knowledge to suitable disciples according to their competency, and who removes ego, selfishness, and other such faults by preaching Dharma. You who are deeply immersed in devotion, bhakti, towards the Supreme Self Paramatma, residing in the midst of the vast sky, Akasha, you must come out and join our company. The pure devotees, Bhagavatas, who serve only Lord Krishna, are standing in front of your house, calling you to join them while chanting the glories of Krishna. O Great One, who possesses the wealth of meditation, possesses the wealth of knowledge of Krishna consciousness, why are you silent? Please deign to join us so that our intended vow will be successful. கற்று கறவை கணங்கள் பல கறந்து சிற்றார் திரள் அழிய சென்று செருச்செய்யும் குற்றம் ஒன்றில்லாத கோவலதம் பொற்குடியே புற்றரவல்குள் புனமையிலே போதராய் சுற்றத்து தோழிமார் எல்லாரும் வந்து நின் முற்றம் புகுந்து முகில் வண்ணன் பேர் பாட சிற்றாதே பேசாதே செல்வ பெண்டாட்டி நீ இற்றுக் குரங்கும் பொருளேலோர் எம்பாவாய். ஆண்டாள் திருவடிகளே சரணம், எம்பெருமானார் திருவடிகளே சரணம், ஜியர் திருவடிகளே சரணம். Thank you all very much. Please join us to wake up the next gopi tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Central Time. Hare Krishna.